We ended the previous video with an introduction to adaptation. Let's review the process quickly. It's simply the process by which plants and animals develop certain habits to survive in their habitat. Let us take a few examples to understand this concept better. We can have one example of an animal and one of a plant. Let's begin with the animal first. And the habitat we choose is aquatic habitat. Yes, we will talk about fish. Tell me one thing. Do fish have any specific adaptation for surviving in water? Can we survive in water? We can only swim, but we cannot survive in water. When it comes to spending our whole life in water, I'm sure it's not possible. But why is that? What special characters do fish possess that we don't have? What adaptations enable them to live in water with so much ease? The first adaptation is in the respiratory system. Fish have gills to utilize the oxygen dissolved in water. They do not have lungs like us. The gills help them take the oxygen dissolved in the surrounding water. The next adaptation is the presence of fins. Fins are the limb-like structures present in fish. How are they useful as an adaptation? The principal function of fins is to help the fish swim and propel their body ahead. And lastly, the body shape. If you look closely, fish possess a streamlined body which helps them swim in water. Streamlined body means a shape like this, tapering at ends and bulged at the center. So this type of shape helps to cut through the water and move effortlessly. Now, after understanding adaptations within an animal's body, let's have a glance at adaptations in plants. Let us look at an example to illustrate this. The best example to understand adaptations in plants is cactus. Cacti are able to survive and grow in the harsh, dry desert environment. But how do they live so peacefully in such a habitat? The first adaptation observed in them is the tendency to store water. Cacti that live in deserts store water in their body to overcome scarcity of water in extreme hot climate. Have you noticed the spines on a cactus plant? These spines are their second adaptation. They help to protect the plant from any attack by herbivores. But the most important reason is to check the water loss. Yes, the thorns are nothing but modified leaves. So this modification makes sure that the water loss is minimal. Last in the list, we have roots. Since they are desert plants, their roots grow deep and hold the plant firmly into the soil. The roots are even modified to collect water and store water and even food in some cases for future use. This is how organisms adapt themselves to their habitat for better survival. Now let me ask you an interesting question. What will happen if we pick up an organism from one habitat and transfer it to a different habitat? Let's assume the habitats are not significantly opposite, but they are definitely different. What will happen? Will the organism die or will it try adapting? The organism will try adapting to the new habitat in the beginning. Only if the conditions seem impossible to live, then the organism quits. This process of changing or modifying gradually to the changing habitat is scientifically termed as acclimatization. It is a process by which different organisms adapt themselves to their surroundings by developing some changes in their body structures. Now that we've glanced at the concept of adaptation, next, let's dive deeper and understand it better.